Has quietly become a force in the UFC's middleweight division and hopes to remain unbeaten by rudely welcoming Maiquel to the UFC. Maiquel.
You ready? You ready? Let's go fight.
Tonight's clock is brought to you by Faster. This Thanksgiving, if you're on his list, then you're already dead. Dwayne Johnson and Faster in theaters Wednesday.
Harris likes to lean as he punches. He likes to lean towards his left-hand side, and he leaps forward with right hooks and right jabs. But what he's got to be careful of is the kicks of Falco. If he leans towards that left side, it makes it difficult for him to get out of the way of those kicks quickly.
Southpaw Harris in the red trunks, white trunks for the Brazilian.
You notice how he's doing that? He kind of leans towards his left-hand side. He's very, very fast, and he's gotten away from it. But he's got to be careful. Falco, even though this is his UFC debut, looks very calm and relaxed, man.
Been around this game for a long time, Joe.
Nice jab by Harris.
Harris already with that reach advantage. Yeah, connected.
Yeah, he's like a snake with that jab.
UFC 124, Saturday, December 11th, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Affliction presents UFC 124, St. Pierre versus Koscheck 2. GSP and Koscheck in the rematch this time for the World Welterweight title. Check your listings for broadcast information in your area.
Falco is looking for his openings, but he hasn't done anything yet. We're just feeling him out.
Harris always very low and compact in this stance. Leads with the hook. Kind of fakes that shot, Joe, and then throws the punch.
Yeah, it's such a weird stance that he has. But he's been effective with it.
Falco, as you said, looking for an opportunity to engage.
Falco's showing a lot of patience. You know, sort of laying back, waiting for what he feels is the perfect opening. And the inexperienced fighter, when a guy does this, what Falco's doing, will rush in. And that may be what Falco is trying to lure Gerald Harris into.
See if Harris looks to deliver that quick jab again. There's the kick.
That's a powerful body kick right there. First shot he fires lands.
Harris trying to set up the left hand. Falco is trying to close that distance, Joe.
Yeah, he's looking to throw that kick again, Mike. I know his his right leg. He's got that heel off the ground, pushing off on his toes.
Harris mixes up the timing a little bit. Harris with a good wrestling background. Quick hands
what
by
combination.
Falco.
A beautiful knee to the solar plexus. Harris is in trouble. That knee hurt him, man. That was a powerful knee to the solar plexus. Big punches.
Falco trying to overwhelm Gerald
He's
Harris.
got tagged.
Huge ground and pound.
He's pinning down the arm.
Man, he exploded with a combination and then finished with that violent knee.
Big shots.
Hammer fist.
Gerald's trying to get back up to his feet, but look how he turned him around. Gerald's trying to press his head up against the cage, but Falco very wisely turned him and put him right back to the ground again. That shows grappling ability. Falco is tagging Gerald. He's got an arm under the neck.
Looking for a choke. Can he finish this
Gerald's in
fight?
trouble.
Let it go.
He's got a sprawl here. He's got to kick that leg out.
25 seconds.
He's trying to pry his arm loose.
Go grab that fence. Get your finger on the fence.
Gerald Harris got him up in the air and down.
He's
He's got his arm under the chin.
10 seconds left. Looking
He's
to
got it.
choke this out. Finish this
He's got
fight.
it. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Round 2. And it took one bit of explosion with the hands and a knee to change the momentum in round 1.
We know what Maiquel Falco's about now. Oh!
Big right
Beautiful
hand
right
tagged
hand.
him.
And what a scramble as well. Oh, he
Harris
tagged him.
comes out swinging. Pushing forward again is Falco.
He's staying on top, pinning that arm down of Gerald Harris's. He's going to open him up for punches. He's got his back again. He's only got one hook, though. And Gerald's got to be careful because he's trapping his own arm with that second hook. If Falco gets an arm across the neck, Gerald Harris is trapping his own left arm. He let it loose now. Now Falco's got 2